All right, just a few words between now and drinks to come from Michael Snowden, the founder and chief executive of OneNet, a pioneer of a New Zealand market leader and a market leader in cloud computing. Michael is himself a chartered accountant. He also holds a doctorate in finance, rare, and has completed the Harvard Owner President Program. Just to say a few words as our drink sponsor, please welcome Michael Snowden.
Thanks, Andrew. There was one very powerful business model innovation that was not discussed today, and it's known as servitization. Servitization. Another way of understanding that is product as a service. If you think about our classic buyer-seller model, the buyer, after a period of warranty period, takes full responsibility for the life cycle performance of that product. The product as a service business model flips that on its head. The buyer now rents the benefit that they want from the seller. The seller retains the ownership of that product and all the responsibilities for the skills, maintenance, and performance of that product. So the buyer is only paying for the amount of benefit they want. They have no capital expenditure, of course, and they have no responsibility for its performance. They can turn it on and off as they wish. Rolls-Royce and General Electric, who make jet engines for aircraft, often do not sell those engines with the airframe. They retain ownership and they rent the usage of those engines to the aircraft operators. Think about travel as a very low margin business. And if you're only paying for the amount of time that you use those jet engines, you know exactly what it's going to cost you to get from A to B. The aircraft sits on the tarmac and it costs nothing. General Electric and Rolls-Royce take responsibility for the parts, performance, maintenance, etc. And because they're responsible for that, do you know what's happened to the reliability of jet engines? It's gone up because that cost is now borne by those manufacturers. So the aircraft operator has significant benefits of not having any investment in it or worrying about it and knowing exactly what it's going to cost. Goodyear in Europe and North America offer a service to heavy truck operators where the operators do not own the truck tyres. So the sensors in the jet engine that tell Rolls-Royce and General Electric how it's performing and when it should be repaired are the same kinds of sensors that are in the truck tyres. What the temperature is, what the wear is. They will change them as they go from a hot to a cold climate. In other words, the whole life cycle of truck tyres is managed from end to end by Goodyear. Perhaps a more familiar example might be Amazon Web Services. The same innovative business model that Amazon has adopted is decimating and changing the IT industry landscape forever. Amazon, computing as a service and its many variants, means the same thing, that users are only paying for what they use, there is no capital expenditure and no skills required. But from an innovation point of view, and this is where the real benefit comes from, there's a platform for innovation that you have supercomputing at the end of a credit card. The ability to scale up as required and then turn it off without any additional cost. Unlimited computing power. And that's the nature of that innovative business model. In your own organizations, think how that's going to change. Because the 2 or 3 examples I gave you are just some of many that are quickly emerging as the buyer-seller experience is fundamentally changing. On behalf of OneNet, I'd like to welcome you all to drinks, and I trust you've enjoyed the day. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael, for those words. Right, we're at the end, drinks time. Just a reminder to for those attending the CFO Gala dinner tonight, the awards will commence at 7 o'clock. Please check the plasma on this level and also level 4 for your seating plan. If for some reason you have registered but your name doesn't appear, registration will very quickly sort things out. Can I just wind up by thanking you for your contributions today? I hope the program has been of value. I've certainly heard some outstanding speakers today, lots to take away and mull over. I hope you continue to enjoy the dinner tonight. Thanks to EY, our naming sponsor, for their continued support. Let's give them a little round of applause and thank them for that. And also our other sponsors too, and to OneNet, of course, for providing the drinks. Thanks again. Have a wonderful evening. And just as a little plug, my Sunday business program will feature a couple of the speakers in forthcoming interviews in the coming weeks as well too. So you'll find that on NBR Radio. Thank you very much and have a great evening.